Hello. The Mars transits on 23rd February 2026. This is to explain its influence on Aries ascendants based on Vedic astrology. If you are having a Janam Kundali, or if your ascendant is determined based on Vedic astrology, then this astrology reading is for you. Mars transits on 23rd February from your 10th house to the 11th house. When it arrives 11th house, there is a 4-planet conjunction already there in the 11th house. They are North, Sun, Venus and the Mercury. When the Mars joins them, then it becomes a 5-planet conjunction. It's a rare occurrence. Also to mention that the North Node was there since 18th May 2026 and it will be there up to 5th December 2026. It takes such a longer time for North Node to completely travel across a house. So its influence is long term. But the planets Sun, Mercury, Venus and Mars usually takes about 1 to 1.5 months to complete a house, and therefore they influence in short run. The 11th house resembles your income and also your interaction with the society. The society means your friends, your colleagues in your workplace, and also your relatives and the other known and unknown people you are dealing with. So when it comes to this 5-planet conjunction, it will remain there up to 2nd March, because on 2nd March Venus is going to leave that conjunction. Venus is the first planet to leave that. So up to that, a 5-planet conjunction will be there. So the overall impact of this 5-planet conjunction is positive for your income, because the 11th house resembles your income. So as these 5 planets together in the 11th house means the overall impact is positive for your income, positive growth or positive results for your income. Let's talk about the individual impact of those planets by taking each of the planets one by one. As I mentioned earlier, the North Node was there already from the 18th May 2025 and it will be there up to 5th December 2026. This is very important positive fact for Aries ascendant, because the North Node is in highly powerful state there, because it is associated there with the Aquarius sign. So North Node becomes highly positive with the association with Aquarius sign. And also 11th house is the best phase for North Node. So it exerts highly positive influences when it comes to your income, economic benefits and also for your wealth. You will have sudden wealth gains and good income and consistent income, and also unexpected wealth gains or economic gains during the period when the North Node stays there in your 11th house. Its influence is long term. That's the most important thing. The positive influence is in the long term, because the Lord of the 10th house and 11th house is Saturn. From the 29th March 2025 onwards, Saturn is not exerting positive influence, not exerting positive influence for the your profession and income, because it's in the 12th house from 29th March 2025 onwards. So it can't help anymore. So you will face some troubles in the long run for your profession. Time to time, when the good planets aspect the 10th house, or when they reach 10th house, then the things will change in a positive way. Otherwise, time to time you will have to face some kind of difficulties about your profession up to especially up to 3rd June 2027, because the Saturn is going to stay there in the 12th house up to that. But when it comes to income, your income, the North Node is acting as a protector or a savior for you, because it will give you good income up to 5th December 2026. So then the Venus is going to give you short-term positive influences for the matters governed by the 11th house, because Venus is in like a friendly manner in this 11th house with the Aquarius sign associated with the 11th house. So it will exert positive influences, but it won't be staying there a long time. It will stay there only up to 2nd March 2026. Then it will move to the 12th house, and it will be there up to 26th March 2026, and also it will be in exalted state in the 12th house. So the Sun's role is like it's kind of more positive and less negative role in 11th house, because Sun is not in its full potential in the 11th house, because it is associated with the Aquarius sign. It's an enemy sign for Sun, but the 11th house is favorable for Sun, so it exerts some of its positive influences for the matters governed by the 11th house. Then the Mercury also is in neutral state there. Mercury also exerts positive influences. The Mars, it represents your first house, or Mars is the lord of the ascendant, and also it represents your 8th house. So it exerts both positive and negative influences, because as the lord of the ascendant it exerts positive influences, but as the lord of the 8th house is the worst house any birth chart, which resembles like setbacks of life and falls, losses, and sorrow, and also life-threatening situations, lifespan, mostly negative issues. So the lord of the 8th house of Aries ascendant is Mars. Lord of the ascendant also Mars. So as the lord of the ascendant, it exerts positive influences, and as the lord of the 8th house, it exerts some negative influences also. So when the Mars is in the 11th house, so it exerts both positive and negative influences. But most of the planets in the 11th house, so in overall, as the conjunction, the overall influence is positive for the matters governed by 11th house, means for your income and also the interaction with the society. Also, this 5-planet conjunction is placed in 11th house. So it's a house belong to the marriage triangle. On the other side of the triangle, that means 3rd house is associated with Jupiter. But Jupiter won't exert its positive influences, I mean its usual positive influences up to 11th March, as it is in retrograde state up to that. But from 11th March up to 2nd June, during that period it will exert its usual positive influence for your 7th house, because 7th house is the house represent all the issues related to your marriage. Even you are unmarried and expecting to be married, and waiting to be married, also even if you are married, your family life, your spouse also represented by this house. Even though if you are not married and living together for a long time, so that kind of relationships and partners also are represented by the 7th house. So all those issues are represented by 7th house. That means the planets associated with the marriage triangle is very important for the issues related to the 7th house. So this conjunction in overall, it will accelerate your marriage if you are not married. That means more marriage proposals might come, and also the things will accelerate to for your marriage. Likewise, the Mercury and Venus trying to make it good, and then the Mars and North Node trying to make it faster. That means accelerates. So that is the situation about for that. And when it comes to the, if you are a married person or if you are living together for a long time, then you may face more negative influences. Of course, Jupiter, it will give some favorable or positive influences for you to maintain it, your relationships peacefully and kind of positive manner. It will not help you to maintain it in a more to maintain happy or very close bonds. But even though it is not up to such level, it will not let you to break the relationship. At least it will try to maintain the peace there. But on the other side of the marriage triangle, the 5 planet conjunction in overall, when it comes to Sun, then the Mars and the North Node, even Mercury, their aspects are not favorable or positive for the people who are already married, for their married life, and also people living together for their relationships. Even for those people associated with Aries ascendant, I mean your spouse or your partners. In that conjunction, only the Venus will aspect purely positively. Also, when it comes to relationship, some people might break the rules or traditions and go for extreme kind of relationships, extreme situations under these conditions. Again, when it comes to your income and interaction with the society, Jupiter also in a positive exerts a positive aspect during the period of from 11th March to 2nd June. It's positive aspect for those issues towards 11th house. Up to 5th December 2026, the South Node will be placed in your 5th house, and that is favorable for your education. If you are a studying person, that is highly favorable for your education. But when it comes to your love affairs and also for your children, it's negative. Only when the good planets aspect there or reach there, the things will change in a positive way. Otherwise, the story in the long term is negative for those issues. So this is the common astrology reading for all Aries ascendants. But when you take your astrology reading based on your own birth chart, that will be more accurate and personalized than this, because it was created based on the actual positions of planets, their aspects with each other, their states at the time of your birth. It's like a screenshot of the sky at the time of your birth, when your life story shown in the sky at that time. So to get a more accurate and personalized birth chart reading, you have to submit your birth chart to an astrologer and get your birth chart reading. The astrologer also will recommend the remedies for negative influences of the planets. Your birth chart reveals your destiny. Your destiny shows the strengths and weaknesses you brought with you to this life and a possible way to happen the things ahead in your life. But remember, this is not a fixed destiny. You are not pre-programmed robots. You can change many of the good and bad things written in your destiny. Astrology is there to provide valuable guidance. It has been doing this service over hundreds of years. So you can prepare early, overcome your weaknesses, and plan well and implement them to overcome the troubles to come ahead, as shown in your destiny. And also could get the maximum use of the positive things to come ahead in your life, also as shown in your destiny, as revealed by your birth chart. That way you can change many negative things to come ahead in your life and get the maximum of the positive things to come ahead in your life with the help of astrology, and then you can succeed in your life. Good luck.